righty. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? This is Elle coming to you from Bima's Crafty Corner. And this is the Crafty Corner, and I'm Bima. Most people call me Els. And I have some stuff out. And let's see, what are we going to do? We're going to work on making some clusters. And I wanted to make some clusters for an upcoming journal. And I have this particular one, which is our bee journal. And so I thought we could work on this because we have all kinds of bee stuff. And I thought, hey, we can do this one. Okay? So I'm going to get out some paper and some ephemera and stuff. We are going to work on making some clusters to make ephemera for this. I don't think we're going to use the stamps, but we might. So we'll keep them handy, but we won't keep them out. And let's see. We have some paper we've already started cutting up. Some more paper we've already started cutting up. Ooh, there's some. And here's some. Let's see. Anything else interesting in here? Oh, it's all interesting. Here's some more stuff. Okay. So I think that's kind of everything. Let me see. All right. So it's kind of everything. We've already made some ephemera pieces for this, so we'll try to stick to that look, Let's see. I also have some new pieces. I have some 4-inch doilies and some tea-dyed stuff, some music pages. I thought this bag was interesting. And I have some little mini file folders. And, I thought, what the heck? We'll pull them out. We'll see what we get, okay? There we go. All righty. So we have a lot of paper. We have some stickers. Paper, stickers, washi tape and ephemera. Little bits of stuff, some more stickers. There's some stickers. These are stickers. Stickers, paper, and stickers and stuff. Okay. So we have stuff. I also have some punches, and I thought we could use some, dies if we wanted to. So these are kind of interesting. And these are what I call the oops. Uh-oh. I screwed it up. Sometimes when I'm die cutting them, I put the die too far over and this comes out as a straight corner. They don't come out rounded. So, but you just punch them real quick and they work. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Patty Ann. Long time no see, babe. What you been up to? So, Harry, could you stop? Seriously. You're driving me nuts there, kitty cat. Let's see. So, let's see what we have. Well, we have some stuff here that we can punch out. Let me trim this. I like this one. I like that. This guy's pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe we'll use that. That's kind of nice. Utilizing that packaging. And I kind of like all of those, so we're going to keep those two. Okay. So I have some circle punches out, and some scalloped circles, and if I need other shapes, I can just grab those out of the drawer. Excuse you. Very rude. Come over here and burp in my ear. Excuse you. And I think I'm going to want like just some yellow cardstock. Let's see. Let me get some yellow. Well, I have this. I have this marigold that we had used for other things in this collection. Hi, Joe. Okay. So, we're going to do some little clustery things and, stuff. Did you see my glue? I buried it. There it is. Okay. So this is probably my biggest problem with clusters. I don't really pay attention to what I'm doing. I just kind of find something and go, oh, I like that. And I put it on there. And then I go, what am I going to do now? What color were we outlining all this in? Oh, I know. Let me grab it. I believe we were using wild honey. So. I went to the Dollar Tree today because, come off of there so I can open you because that's what I do. And they had these in stock. This is a new product. They're just, they're not screw top. They're just pop off lids. But, you guys have seen me. I keep my dauber covers in here so they don't dry out. So you could put 9 in there. And I'm imagining, like walnut stain, vintage photo, black, like your 9 basic colors that you use the most frequently. You could put them in there and keep them there. And that way, if you only have like 1 or 2 dauber heads, you wouldn't have to worry about it. All right. So, I'm going to round the corners on this. Probably not going to work very well because it's kind of magazine-y paper. So it may not punch really well. Oh, well, it's working pretty good. Okay. All right. I can deal with that. All right, so we're going to put some ink on there. Some glue. Glue this down. And then I want to put a bee on here. Just a little bee, Let's see, what do I have with a little bee on it? Maybe a big bee. I don't know. Let's take a look. could put that on there. No, that's too bland. We'll get some honey. We could do some honey. Bet you I could put 15 boxes into a 5-box space. I'm good at it. I like those, but not what I'm looking for. I need something smaller. I need a smaller bee. Okay. Let's see. Because I pulled all this out and made a huge mess on my desk. Because it seemed like the most intelligent thing to do at the time. I got a bee right there. I wonder if that'll work. Let's find out. Too childish. Okay. All right, let's look at these. I like this one. Pokey tools. Where are all my freaking pokey tools? There they are. Okay. The dogs are mad at me right now because I haven't gone to get their ICECREAM. And I left the house. And as far as they're concerned, I should have come home with it. And they're like, hey. All right. So we're going to put this guy on here. Normally I would fussy cut this out because I don't like the white, but I'm not going to fussy cut it. We're just going to put it on there. And then this needs a little something. Some zhuzh. It needs some zhuzh, guys. Yes, this is what it looks like when I'm unaware of what I'm doing. Like when I'm not paying attention. I make a mess. It needs some zhuzh. Zhuzh. No. I think it needs some yellow zhuzh. Hold on. Scissors. Yeah, we went to the grocery store and found out that Ben and Jerry's now, they also make a doggy ice cream. Yeah, and my doggies love it. It's like pretzel and peanut butter or something like that. They love it. Oh my God. I'll give this little inky poo. Just a little inky poo. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay. Next, let's do one of these. And we need oh, that's on the floor now. Okay. All right. We could do one of these puffy ones. I really just want to find, stuff that is like, I don't know what the obsession is with these having to look like, cartoon characters. It's very hard to find bees that aren't stylized that way. But it's annoying if you don't want, that look. I do have that. No, I don't like it. Okay. Let's put a bee phrase on here. I know I have some of those. Does anybody know what I did with them? Where's the bee words? Boogie. Bomber. Come on, you guys know some bee words, right? Tried to get a pic of a bumblebee going into my little foxglove. All I got was his bum. Oh, I hate when that happens. All right. All right. So we need one that's the right size and has the right sound. You're pawing my leg? No. Be spontaneous? No. I can't help falling in love with you? Meant to be my little honeybee. I'll tell you what, let's get rid of the my little and we'll
They say dad jokes are bad. Crafty jokes are almost as bad as dad jokes.
I think they are.
They come out. Oh.
Okay. Alrighty. Some neighbor of mine is barbecuing and they don't know what the hell they're doing, so it just smells like burned lighter fluid. I hate that. I honestly think it's the kids down the street. Need some ink. All right, and it needs something over here. It needs something. Already looked in there. There's nothing in there I want. So I'm going to get out my lace bin. And we're going to see what is in here that I might use. Well, we have this. this. That's cute. That's so old though. I'm gonna use it. Do have that. That would work. And we have some of this in the gold. That might work. Looking in my colored laces, looking for maybe yellow, beige. All right, I don't see anything, but I'm gonna just keep this handy. Tried to get a boogie. I am going to put the lid on the glue though, because that will dry out. All right, what was I working on? Oh, this piece. Okay, let's take that there and here. Let's try that. Hi, Zola. How are you, baby? You hanging out with Grandma? Yeah. It's fun to be at Grandma's house, huh? She has all these weird friends, especially the weird one who just talks to you. Can't help it. I like to talk to kids. I do. I like kids. Okay, so that is not going to work there. Trim that off there and here. Okay, so that out of the way. And I'm going to grab a piece of this. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but we're going to grab a piece of it. No. Let's hold on. I can show you guys. No, it's not working for me. Okay. I like this just the way it is, but I am going to put some ink on the edge here. And I'm going to add another bee to it because it needs another bee. There. See, now it's better. Okay. It's another piece. What should we do next? Let's do, I have some bee graphics that I pulled. There we go. These, we're going to do something with those. So let me get this stuff kind of off to one side. Okay, trim over there. I made a mess on my desk. What do you want from me? Okay. These, I'm going to close that up. So, someone I'm not going to name names, but I am going to tell you guys what happened. Somebody thought it would be funny to take my bulb pins. You know, I have a whole bunch of bulb pins, and I have them in like all different kinds of colors and textures. Like I have them in metallics and in straight colors. And somebody who thinks that I'm too anal about things decided that it would be funny to take those and fix it so that when I opened it, it opened upside down. Yeah. True story. So yesterday, I spent 45 minutes, closer to an hour, sorting bulb pins. It was so much fun. Not. Okay. So right now I'm just getting this stuff out of my way. I'm kind of into a neater, organized pile. Because I really want to work with some of these. So needless to say, I was a little ticked yesterday because I literally had like 500 bulb pins all over the floor and all over my desk. Yeah, I was not happy. I was livid. Livid. What is this? My Zola has a cold? No, no cold for the baby. We can't have colds. No. All right, so we're going to cut some of these out. I want to use these first, so we're going to cut those out first. Who gave her the cold? It's not very nice. Yes, so I was livid yesterday. I'm like, I'm going to punch somebody in the face. And I don't hit people. Matter of fact, I've only hit 2 people in my whole life. One of them was Sandy's sister. But, you know, sometimes people need hitting. She needed it. I was trying to kidnap Sandy. She wouldn't shut up. So, you know, I punched her in the chops. Now I feel bad. No, I don't. She deserved it. She knows she deserved it. So this is a free printable. And I think this might be artsy fartsy. I'm not sure. But it is a free printable. If you go onto Pinterest and search free bee printables, this one will come up like within the first 10 because it's freebie. Yeah, I just don't remember who did it. I could look, but I'm lazy. Yeah, probably just changing weather. It happens. Still don't like that somebody got the baby sick. I like it. This is just shit. Hold on. Let me grab another piece of music because that is way crap. Okay, this is a little better. Okay, so now these, I'm going to measure these. These are, how big? How thick? They are 1 inch by 1 1/4 inches. So I need 1 1/4 inches by 1.5 inches. And I'm just going to fold this in half and glue it. And then we'll cut our strips. Because I want this to be, you know, thicker. Thicker. Okay. So now, glue. Gluey, gluey, glue. Gluey, 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 glue. Okay, got it. Give that a second to dry. God, it's hotter than Katie's crotch in here. Hey, Sabrina.
Only because you're working.
Huh?
Only because you're working. Much warmer outside.
Hi, Miss Jersey. I know we looked 102.
Not according to the back door thermometer.
Oh no, according to the porch one it is.
This is 90 something. 92, 93.
I'm hoping this is going to be 90 something or better. If not, you know, I'll eat some chips. I just had a sandwich. It should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. Okay. I feel a little, when I get hot, I don't know if it's a hot flash, my sugar dropping, or if I'm just hot, you know? Don't say it, Michael. Smart ass. All right. So first things first, I'm going to trim this part off so that it fits in my trimmer. And I'm going to trim this part off. Okay. Not getting rid of those. Putting them over here. I'm going to trim that part off. There we go. Okay. Now, I need, what did we say, 1.5? One and a quarter. Why didn't anybody stop me? Who knew you had to measure when you were making clusters, huh? Me, I know, because I'm anal that way. Everybody saying hi, Hubber.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. And then I'm going to trim this. This is the 1.5 because that's 1 1/4. So 1.5. If I screw this up, it's all Michelle's fault. Okay. So I need 3 more of those. 1.5. Whoop. Whoop. All right, we got those. What else? All right, then we're going to do some cardstock. And we're going to do this at 1 3/4. And 3/4 by 1.5. I think. We'll see. Yep. Okay. 1 3/4 by 1 1/2. Okay. Now, I'm going to get out my chamfer, my angly cut, because these are angled, so I want to do these angled too. Angly, 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 angly. Let's see how that works. Holy crap-a-nolly, it works. Okay, then we're going to do these. Okay, 1, 2, 3. When Sandy gets her butt back here, if she ever comes back, we're going to go join a gym. Yep, I'm going to make her go with me, and we're going to make muscles. Or a reasonable facsimile thereof. Okay, one more of those. I'm currently covered with Chads. Really nice. Damn, I'm not wearing a low-cut shirt today. All right, got all those. Chad's on the floor. That's where they were. My husband always knows when I'm working because there's like corner rounds everywhere. All right, so before those, we don't need to ink those, but we do need to ink all of these. So we're going to ink all of this stuff. One is the loneliest number. Oh, he's got a call. We behave ourselves.
Yeah. Excited.
I don't know if he's excited about the call or that we have to behave ourselves.
Thank you for calling Cox Communications Business Technical Support. My name's Mike. How may I assist you?
Don't be creeping over here. All right.
Oh. Okay.
What did Michelle do? She plays nice.
All right, ma'am. Well, I apologize.
She called me earlier. Well, she
she
texted me earlier. She's like, we're moving to Alaska. I'm like, nope, nope. She's like, it's nice and cool up there. I was like, nope. See, I've lived in Alaska. I was in my second story bedroom, got up one morning, looked out my window, and I was saying hello to a moose. I am not moving back to Alaska. They also have mosquitoes up there bigger than hummingbirds. She's like, they don't put that on the nature study. Of course they don't. I don't want you to know that. No, not moving to Alaska. They have cabbages that are like this.
You said 2100 North Ohio?
Like cauliflower, cabbages, all kinds of stuff. Huge because of the growing season. But yeah, it's cold up there too. Second week of July, it starts to snow for the season. By October, we had 14 feet. No. All right, now I'm going to glue these. I'm not going to glue. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get them dimension. I need dimensionals. All right, let's get out some dimensionals. Let's throw them on the floor. That's always a good thing. All right.
Yep, and I do see where your modem is currently offline.
I should probably use tape because then I can use the size that I want. Okay, I'm gonna get out my roller tape. I think I have a roll. Yeah, I do. I do have a roll. Where's my icky stickies? Right here. Okay. Let's just cut like an inch. Put that
Okay,
on
so there was a fire at Elm and Good
there we go. That'll work.
that took out a cable line.
You know. I get this at the dollar store. It's actually really sticky. Okay, let's see. All right, perfect. Yeah, no way am I moving back to Alaska. Been there, done that. Although, I will tell you, the Alaskan Passage to cruise, very nice. It's actually one of my mom's favorite cruises. My mom used to drag me on cruises all the time. If she didn't have her buddies to go with her. Okay. All right, so now we're going to put this on here.
Was this a pole fire or something, or?
I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to peel this. Now, these I'm not going to glue because I know that this stuff is uber sticky. Like ridiculously sticky. But I am going to make sure that I put them on in the right direction. Try to get them in the middle. All right, you guys. I think Michelle should come live with me occasionally. What do you think? I do. I think she should come live with me occasionally. Like maybe on one of these craft with me, you know, like she can come on and do the same thing or do what she wants to do.
You said.
All right. So now we got all those.
You
And now
said
we're
this
going to
was
glue
over
these
at Elm and Good Street, right?
to these. So why am I mask making? I'm mask making because I'm mask making for a specific journal. If this was not for a specific
Right,
journal,
'cause
then
I
I
don't
wouldn't.
show
do this.
really much of anyone offline in your area. And Elm and Good
See?
doesn't even come underneath this note, so
I think that you should go live with me, Michelle.
it looks that way.
At some
yes.
point, you're going to have to give up the ghost and do it.
So,
Or I'm going to come
speaking
up
of
there and
which,
pinch you.
Are
And you'll know I do
you
it. I
able
will
to-
do it
do you have
because I
access
came up
to
there
the
just to
equipment?
hug you. Imagine wanting to come up and pinch you. And Jesse's not going to protect you. Hi, Christine. Jesse's not going to protect you because I have
it's
beef
an
jerky in my
8200.
pocket.
It
And
should have a
he's a
serial
food
number
glutton.
ending in 2767.
All right, so these are the first four. They're real cute, right? They're like simple, simple, simple. So all you do to do this is cut your label, and then you just cut each layer a 1/4 of an inch larger in both directions. And then you end up with that nice layered background. 1/4 of an inch. You guys can do a 1/4 of an inch. Oh. All right, and we have these. And these, and these, and these, and these. So we're going to cut all this stuff out because we're going to do these. We're going to do those too. We're going to sit here for a while. We're going to do a lot of these. Because I have that, you know, I'm working that honeybee journal. Like, I'm not, like, we're not doing it
Well,
yet.
that's why I
but
say there
I'm
should
trying
be
to
a
get stuff
label
ready
on
for it,
that
you
has a
know?
serial number on it, the last 4 digits.
I keep putting it in there, and eventually
2767.
it's going to get
That's
voted
the
in.
one I'm looking at.
I know it is. I I have high hopes. Otherwise, I got to do it off camera, and but what's the fun in that? H is for honeybee. Yes, it is. I have to package up the pirate journal because I'm actually giving it away. I'm donating it to a Renaissance Pirate Guild for their fundraiser.
A standard place where they would have put the equipment.
Carving out a stamp I want and trying not to carve your finger. Well, that's going to be impossible.
Right.
How many fingers do you have, Michelle? Let's make sure you have the same amount at the end.
And then I can set up for a trouble call with your technician out to take
Okay. We're going to do a little one here, and a little one here, and a little one over here, and a little one over here. All right, that's 2. Then we have these. Do you believe? Seriously, bad jokes. These are worse than dad jokes. He's absolutely right. Don't stop believing. Okay. We got those we can use. That's just sad. No, go over there. Hey, Steffi.
All right. And I'm sorry, ma'am. I never did quite catch your name on the way in.
Okay, that one.
Maribel, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And I got you calling in from 316-253-6690. Is that a good number to reach you at?
That one. That one.
Fantastic.
Let's get this one trimmed and then round the corners, and then we'll figure out what we're doing to back these. I have that cookie dough paper that I like, that I was planning on using for this, that I used for everything else under the sun this week. But I think I have another piece of it. I can get another piece out. All right, let me get all this mess picked up. Try not to get too much of it on the floor. 8 and 2 thumbs. Very good. Let's make sure you have that same amount at the end of this little endeavor of yours. Okay, that's going to be too small. This will work to put one of these on. All right. I'm going to use the same base because these are kind of small. So we're going to do the 1/4 inch thing. So it's 3. So we're going to go 3.5 because I'm going to do a 1/4 inch on each side. And this one is 2 1/4, so we're going to go 2 3/4. 2 3/4 by 3.5. 2 3/4 by 3.5. That. Perfect. Okay. Those are all about the same size. 3.5. 2 3/4. 3.5. Perfect. 2 3/4. So that's 3. We're going to need more because we've got 4 cards. Let me see. More of that? No, I used it all. Let me get another piece.
I got a whole bunch. And the entire street of Ohio Street is on except for you. I mean, I got Prairie Lane, Moyle, Meadow Lake, Lay.
Okay.
Graham, Greg Street, Grant Avenue, Fanny, Sunflower, Shirley, Lake Crest, Kelly, Augusta, Josephine, Dearborn,
3.5. Hey.
Press.
3.5.
All those numbers are on.
So I bought this. I'm going to sell it. I can't.
Belmont, Akron.
It doesn't stay up. Story of my life. Right. 2 3/4. Right. That is the end of that. All right, so we're going to do these. And we're going to round corners.
What's your hours of availability for this? All night. Well, fantastic. Let's see what we can do about getting you on call. Because otherwise, I don't have anything until noon to 6 tomorrow. Something.
Okay.
Right.
Carla!
Let me lock this in.
All right. So we got all 4 of these. We're going to ink these. Oh, those little boxes. I'm going to, I know not everybody's Dollar Tree gets the same thing. So I am going to add those into the sale for the 7th of June. So if you want to get one, you can get it then. Before I put it in the shop. You know? Now that I've done this, I don't like the color blend, but you know what? I will live with it. Let's put some washi tape on here, shall we?
All right. Maribel, I got a ticket number here for you. Once I get off the horn with you, I got to give the on-call a call and let him know about the ticket and try to get him out to you.
Didn't move that over far enough. All right. So
That's
washi
what
tape
I'm ready to give you whenever you're
on the
ready.
very edge.
Ticket number is going to be 3025-9478. All right. Like it.
Okay. Washi tape.
I couldn't honestly tell you if he's already out on a job or what the distance is between him and you for him to get to you. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't honestly give you a real answer on that.
Probably should have cut
Once
those
I
with
get
my
done
icky
with him, I could
stickies,
probably
not my
give you a
good
call and
scissors.
give you an idea. But until I talk to him, I wouldn't even have a clue.
Right, glue.
I'll gladly give you a call back and let you know what's going on and what do you have to say. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Maribel. Like I said, your area is clear. It's just you that seems to be offline for whatever reason.
All right, so that's one.
All right. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.
All right, so we're going to do the next one. Do different washi tape on that one. We have this black one that has bumblebees on it. I don't know. They're supposed to be bumblebees. I think they're gnats. No, they're bees. I have washi tape stuck to my fingers. Go away. All right, here we go. Around the corner. Yeah, I should have put the washi tape on before I rounded my corners because can't cut washi tape with a corner rounder. Okay, that one. this one. Now I could put white paper on the back of these, but they're light enough that I don't think I need it. Okay, let's see. I almost want to, but then you can't write on that, you know? No. Let's see. That would be stinking cute on there. You know what, though? We'll use a stamp. Stamp it. Yeah, we'll stamp it. I just said earlier that I didn't think I was going to use the stamps, but then I'm like, yeah, let's stamp it. Because I'm a giant putz. There's we went down to the river, Mike and I, several years ago. And by the river, I'm talking about, the Colorado down here in Laughlin. And there's a river walk. And we were like, oh, let's go do the river walk. That'll be fun. Oh, my God.
Sandflies galore.
Gnats and sandflies everywhere.
As far as the eye could see.
We were like, what the hell? This needs something. This one. Gnats and sandflies. Oh, we got back to the hotel. My hair was full of them. And I mean full of them. It's horrible. We thought, it would be a romantic little walk. There is nothing romantic about bugs. Nothing. And they were everywhere. Like, we couldn't even drink our drinks. And somebody said, hey, do you want to do the river cruise? And we were like, no. When we first got there, we were like, this will be cool. We could bring the kids down and go camping on the beach here. It would be really nice. And we were like, nope. Nope. I do take my B vitamins. Kept a pumpkin from Halloween until I had gnats. It's outside. Then I scooped it all into an Amazon box and filled it with compost placed. Lawn now, pumpkin plant is growing. That's cool. Gnats, skeeters, ticks, June bugs. Why go outside? I know. Well, because Mike and I don't smoke in the house, so we have to go outside, and we can never get the bugs to leave us alone. They're out there all the time. There's another one of these. Where is it? Oh, here it is. All right, what are we doing with this one? Flowers for the bugs. Yes, flowers. I'm going to put flowers on it. Over here. There.
Hi, Patrick. This is Mike with Cox Business Advanced Technical Support, calling on a recorded line. How you doing today, kind sir?
I don't want to talk to you.
Fun-filled day. I've got a meeting starting a minute ago. I got to be to. I also got a ticket for you. This is Augusta Department of Safety, and they are 24/7, and their modem is offline. I checked the node. There's no outage going on, and the poor girl cannot find the modem. Fun times.
We're going to do this one off
It's internet
center.
only, yeah.
So it's already got ink. Here, do this.
All right, great. I can give her a call back real quick and let her know. Do you want me to sign it to you and your name?
We'll do this one off center for visual
So
interest.
George, Patrick Campbell, George Winship. Which are you?
We're going to put that up there.
Patrick George. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. So I'll have it assigned to you, and I've got just about all the T's crossed and the I's dotted. So, yeah, it'll be to you in about a minute, and I'll give her a call and let her know that you'll be there probably within the hour. All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Patrick. And you, kind sir, have yourself a fantastic evening, and be safe out there, buddy. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I hate fruit flies. They're just creepy, you know? Just creepy. All right, now we have these. Let's do these on banners. Because we have this thin stuff, you know? It's a little wide. Let's trim it down just a little.
Maribel, this is Mike with Cox Advanced Technical Support, calling on a recorded line. How you doing, ma'am? Fantastic, and I've got great news for you. Patrick will be there within the hour. Not a problem, my pleasure. And you have yourself a fantastic evening. Be safe out there, all right? Thank you.
You get a
Bye-bye.
little punchy punch. He's supposed to be in a meeting right now. It's close enough for hand grenades and horseshoes. Yeah, okay. Inky dinky doo. Inky dinky, inky dinky doo. Inky dinky, inky dinky doo. All right, what else? So we're gonna do some of those. And like I say, I don't know that I'm actually going to use all of this or any of this in the journal. But at least I have it. Do you believe? No, I don't. These are just going to get, food. Let me get this off of here. Doop. Nope, chew on it.
We'll also have to put it on the buckle for that.
Yeah. All right, this is going in the thing.
It's custom made because I can't have anyone trace me back. I'm both a rapper and
Yeah, I like it.
So if you're
I don't know my BFF, Jill.
we're going that raps.
Okay.
So I call it current contact.
we have that,
All my raps are like,
we have
it's easy to
that.
come on the spot, but I stopped
We'll
trying to
take just
figure
a
out
tiny bit off of there.
if I mess up on it. So it's like, oh, every time it's
Okay.
to everybody. Me.
So we have those.
I don't follow it. It's like, yeah.
Hi, Kristen.
We're all-
I was trying to explain the cockroaches in New Orleans to Michelle earlier. I was like, no, you don't understand. They bum a cigarette off you and then they ask you for a light.
I do too. That was from a TV or a commercial.
Okay, now we have the square ones. Let's cut the square ones out. I like these. I like these three. We're going to cut those out and the square ones. Let's put that to the side.
All right.
Let's take these.
A couple more minutes because there's really just a lot in here. But really, the main thing that I wanted to bring up one more time is
And I don't know, not all the square ones. I like this one.
Don't talk about the murder on the recorded call. Yeah. So maybe we take the word. Last time? No. One call. Maybe bringing up the person.
How long before we're not changing our intro?
You're not gonna be in trouble.
Okay,
I'm the one who isn't through your call.
so we have these.
You're not gonna get rid of it. Just try. Try to remove the APS.
This one.
No technical terms.
Love it.
They just business or residential. I feel like that's what it is. I never said
Mike comes out the other night. I was sitting out back, and he comes out and he goes, when we got home from the trip, and he comes out and he goes, I unpacked the suitcase, and before you like lose it, I'm just gonna tell you. And I was like, okay. I'm like expecting some big, revelation. He tells me there was a giant cockroach in our bedroom. It was right after I packed the suitcase, so I think we might have picked it up in a hotel. But it was dead, which means it's probably crawling around, and the dogs got it because Ginger hates them. And she tries to eat them. Well, she doesn't eat them, she just kills them. But she likes to chase them. They're fun. And I was like, oh. I was like, don't get upset. I'm like, I'm not upset. It happens. You go to a hotel and, bugs, cockroaches. But, we just wash everything and bang it all out. And hopefully we don't bring anything home. Might have also come up through the drain. Because, they do that.
There you go.
We're legal.
Baby for long. Just keep trying, Michelle. That's Snow Baby. Okay. So let's talk about this.
Evil white stuff. No.
Husbands die before wives, which means we're going to be 3 old ladies. 2 of you have a heart condition. And me. And my butch does not extend that far. I mean, I am not going outside to shovel no snow. Y'all can stay in the house for the next 4 months. 5 if we have a long winter. I suppose we could fly Buggy out to do it. Snowed last night, Buggy. We're putting you on a plane today. We'll send you home tomorrow. Why? Because I need the snow shoveled. Okay. Coming, Grandma. Love you, Bima. His mother wouldn't be amused. I would think it was funny. Oh my God, Michelle, you're going to drive me crazy with this, aren't you?
I got it from my LinkedIn notification.
No. No. You just reached up here and clawed me. Want your attention right this second, Mom. I gotta get my new glasses. Can't see squat. Michelle, I keep telling you we couldn't stay at your house. Mike likes to tear up hotel rooms. Which is to say that when we travel, it's the only time he's guaranteed at some point to have some affection. Started because we had so many kids in the house, you know. And I love you, but no. Put the pages back. I watch the video, but I don't want to miss this line. Oh, wait. All right. Get down. Leave me alone. No. Trying to put stuff in the trash. Why are you being a pain? Why? Why are you being a pain? Because I can. He keeps popping up right underneath here and grabbing my hands. All right, so now we have all of these little bee pieces. And we're going to do some stuff. Get down. Thank you. All right. Put some ink on this and see if I like it. I need plain color paper. That's what it is. I don't like that. Not for a background. Let me grab. I have the music. Ooh, the damask. Let's do the damask. Where is it? It's here someplace. I've got it. I know I do. Here it is. Yes, this will be cool. Okay. Let's see if I can poke a hole in there. Punch it. Punch it real good. Not exactly. Yeah, no, that did not work. Let's see. Hungry? Well, go eat. Go eat. Okay. Let me grab my circle die. This will work better. Okay. Circle dice. Circle dice. All right. And die cutter. plates would be good. Yes, yes. Okay. I can eat mozzarella sticks. I bought some of those today. I haven't bought them in a while, but I was like, I'm in the store and I was like, yeah, that sounds good. That worked better. Okay. I'm going to back it on paper, so I probably should put it to the paper first and then cut it, but I didn't because, you know, who's thinking? Not me. All right. So now I'm going to cut out some of these. And then glue it together, which like I said, I should have done it the other way. I should have glued it first and then cut. But this way I get to play more times with it, you know, because my wrist so loves it. There's one. This one is two. And I have three of these, so let me cut out the third one. Three. All right. Why is it every time I play with you guys, I always have such a mess on the floor? Okay. There we go. One. Two. Three. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. So now, let's see. What are we going to do? I'm going to do something. Where'd my little circle go? My little tiny circle is missing. It is MIA. I'm going to put this back in here, though, because I will lose it. It is not stuck to the magnet in a large envelope. Okay, so now we have backgrounds. B. We have a B, B, B. Okay. Right, we're going to glue this on here. Okay. That. There. And then here. A little bit of glue is what I need. Honey mustard. Mm. Okay. My fingers are all caught in there. All right, now we're going to put this down. I'm going to use the heavier glue because we're gluing over fabric.
Oh, dude. I don't know. Don't give me the answer.
There we go. I can live with that.
I'm just going with real framework.
Hey, what about this? Oh, I'm doing it.
I don't know how, but I just feel like I just can't put it on my mom's birthday. Somehow I was right. Right?
There we go. I like that. All right, put it over there. What's next? Next, we have okay, I'm going to take a little bit of this off. We're going to put this on here. A little bit of glue. A little bit of glue in my life. Okay, little glue. And then what? I don't know. Needs something. Okay. It's a pop of color. All right. So, is anybody actually making anything? Like a cluster? Or are you just watching me be silly? Be honest. I'm okay if you're just watching me be silly. Needs more color. It's little, but I like it. Just watching me be silly? Okay.
Awesome. I'll still be here.
All right, let's see. What's next? What should we do next?
Good night, all.
I think I'm going to clean up my mess. That's what I'm going to do next. So, I lost the lid to this. How the hell does one lose the lid? Oh, there it is. Okay. I got it. I got it. Here we go. Wild honey. Okay. I think it may have been fossilized amber we were using before. I don't know. We're using yellow. All right. So let's take a look at what we did tonight. Because we actually did quite a bit. All right. We'll get this white piece over here so we can see. So what did we accomplish today? Well, we started out, we did a little file folder with some burlap on it, kind of cute. And we did this little page side. And then we did these four guys, which is really the cluster we were doing. We did a couple of banners, which, you know, I can use for other, they'll be added to other things. We did these little guys. And then we did these 4 journaling cards. So we actually did a lot. We got a lot done. So we're going to add all of those to our pack of ephemera because we already have a pack going. Just a quick review. We have some nice big journaling cards. We have some smaller journaling cards that we did some embossing on. Another journal card. We have a little banner piece. We have a little label piece. Just a little bookmark. This is a piece of packaging. Another tag with some embossing. Some more embossing. We did an embossing day. That's just another tag. This is another tag. We did a little side piece. That's kind of cute. We have a little booklet that has like tags and stuff in it. Then we did this little guy and that piece on a book page. And then we have this, which is an over-the-top, tag. And then we have this one. And then we have this one. So we have a lot of ephemera going into this journal already. So when we get there, it'll be quick and easy to do. Okay, so we're going to put all of these pieces in. And these littler pieces we're going to put in the little pocket there. There's a little pocket in here. We'll put them in there. So they don't get all bleh, And that. There we go. This thing's getting full. But I do have more work to do. Because that's not a journal's worth of ephemera. All right, so that's it for that. Let's see what we got going on. Whoa. All right, so tomorrow, Mixed Media, Sunday, June the 1st, we're going to be playing the game. And then I have 3 videos next week coming out. And then next Saturday, a week from tomorrow, is my birthday sale. So we'll be doing that. And let's see. Then there's a couple of other things coming up as well. I am working on a free class right now that's going to get posted to the group. What else? I think that's everything. My life is boring. What can I say? All right. So if you're new here and you haven't done so already, hit that button because, if I haven't offended you, I will in the future. It's almost a guarantee. Thank you, Miss Mari. I may go live tomorrow to work on Sherlock Holmes. Don't know. We'll find out. But other than that, don't forget to go by my Ko-Fi, pick up some free digitals, swing into my Patreon, support the page. Even if you just do the free 1 week, at least I know that you support what I do here, and that is really what's important to me. But, if you can register at a tier, do that. Also, what else? Don't forget to check out the community tab on the YouTube channel or over on the Facebook group. Both of those have lists of everything that I've got going on, including all those free classes and stuff. So, until I see you again, stay hydrated, stay indoors, and stay well, my friends. I love you guys. Bye. Yes, Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi. There's a link in the description below. Takes you right there. Bye-bye.